The Certificate of Naturalisation. The naturalisation has the another meaning like this returning to the nature. However, the Korean brutal government uses the name of naturalisation to other national people. The naturalisation to Korea has the another meaning like these. Returning to the forged state, returning to the industrialisation, returning to the democracy, or returning to the ancient periods. So the Korean fake government should use the name of industrialization to express the process of changing nationality to Korea. So if the Korean fake government uses the word of naturalization for changing nationality into Korea, it's the malicious or biggest deceits. So it's impossible to naturalize my life in Korean Peninsula. Korean Peninsula is not the place for naturalizing humans, but it's the place for forging humans. Now, I'm about 35 years old and I think it's time to prepare for returning to the nature. It means by the process of exterminating the mental pains from the compulsorily retained and illegal state. Koreans all the time attacked me, all the time detected me, all the time deceived me. They were seeking to have the malicious pleasure from victimized me, and they reconciled from my victimized life. The definition of orphan in Korea has the contrast meaning to any other ordinary regions. I'm an orphan in ordinary country. However, Korean brutal government classified me as inheritor of dictator. In other words, Korean brutal government compulsorily informed broadly and secretly to their people as me of most wanted criminal. They insist my crime was the lack of emotionally or biased allegiance to the dictator. These facts can be definitely proved from the fake medical records from the Korean private prison that was named by mental hospital. I met so many weird people who know my name and all my identity even if I met them for the first time. Staying in Korean Peninsula itself is the most painful to me, and it's unable to endure. More staying in Korean Peninsula, more pains will be increased in my spirit or mind. Watching Koreans itself is the most stressful. All human beings are lovable, but Koreans are exceptional. I began to learn English from my 12 years old, and it's after the primary school. I love to learn English, and it was my chosen language. From my young years old, I was looking for to live in other country. So I enthusiastically tried to learn English. I knew well about this region as completely illegal state from my young ages. However, Koreans strategically banned to move other country. Because I loved so many English and other overseas people, I'm able to speak English more than any other Korean people. Even if I begun to learn English lately, I have more skills in English comparing to any other Koreans. Because I love English, I think I have the eligibility to possess the UK passport. I type about my situations on this computer and I apply for the naturalization. I hope this paper surely will be the certificate of naturalization relating to me. I sincerely suggest warmest understanding of my situation. Thanks for your careful reading. By Sung Won Shin.